Hello children, I hope you all are doing good. Stay home and be safe. Today I am going to take chapter number 3, verbs. A word that denotes the action performed by the subject is known as a verb. So I hope you all know about verb, because since from your childhood you are learning that particular thing, right? A verb means what? Action words are known as verb. So a verb that denotes the action performed by whom? The subject. The subject means in a sentence who is subject, about whom we are talking. So that particular subject, what he or she is doing in that particular sentence, that is known as, that particular word is known as verb. Example, Arun plays football. So here subject is about whom we are talking, Arun. So what he is doing? He is playing football. He plays football. Means that play. That is what? Verb. Vinita rides a bicycle. So here the subject about whom we are talking, Vinita. And what she is doing? Rides a bicycle. So here rides, that particular word is what? Verb. Here words plays and rides denote the action performed by the subject, hence they are verbs. Now, verbs are affected by aspect of time. So now you are going to learn a bit more about verb. That is, verbs are affected by the aspect of time. How many this times are there? 3. Present, past and future. These verbs that indicate the time of the verb is known as tenses. So you all know there are 3 main forms of tenses: present tense, past tense and future tense. So in present tense, we use present tense? We use present tense to denote an action or state at the time of speaking. So that is considered as present tense. Past tense means what? Used to denote action or state which already happened or taken place, or any state before the time of speaking. The future tense means what? Used to denote a state of or an action expected at a certain time before the time of speaking. Now, in present tense, first one is simple present tense. So, in simple present tense, affirmative and negative sentences are there. Affirmative sentence means what? For example, affirmative sentence and negative sentences and interrogative sentences. Now here, I, we, you, they. Dance, do not dance, don't dance. He, she, it. Dances, does not dance, doesn't dance. Do, I, we, you, they. Does he, she, it dance? So now listen here. Affirmative means positive sentence, negative means negative sentence. So interrogative means questions. For example, in affirmative, positive, I'll dance, then I'll not dance. I'll dance is what? Positive sentence. I'll not dance is what? Negative sentence. Now in interrogative sentence, do you dance? Yeah, do we dance? So question mark is coming. Interrogative means when we are asking questions, that particular sentence is known as interrogative sentence. Now positive and we can call positive as affirmative, negative, then positive, interrogative. In positive affirmative sentence, subject plus base form of the verb will be coming. Then with that we used to add s or es plus object. In negative, subject do or does plus note. That note, the particular note is coming there, so it's negative. Plus base form of the verb plus object. In positive interrogative, do, does plus subject plus base form of the verb plus object. For example, here see in positive sentence, Varun is the subject, base form of and Vinita. Base form of this is what? Go to office every day. Now in negative, Varun and Vinita do not go, don't go to office every day. Do Varun and Vinita go to office every day? That is asking question. Now, simple present tense is used to talk about things in general or happening regularly in the present. I leave for school at 7 a.m. every day. Then, to express universal or general truth, the sun rises from the east and sets in the west. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. To express future event that has already been planned. The school reopens next month and the half-yearly examinations start in the first week of September. So to express future event that are going to take place, but we have already planned that, to express that particular thing. In Proverbs, referring to permanent truth. Proverbs you all know, where there is a will, there is a way. So all these things we use in simple present tense form. To indicate natural qualities and professional activities. Dark green vegetable contain less water and more chlorophyll. So this is what qualities and professional activities. Present continuous tense is used to indicate an action going on now at the moment of speaking or writing. For example, present continuous tense means now I am teaching you, continuously I am teaching you. So this is the state of present continuous, it's going on. Vivek is taking coaching for badminton. Mom is cooking biryani for the two of us. So ing form will be coming over there. To indicate an action going on these days, not necessarily at the time of speaking. For example, nowadays Arunima is reading novels written by Jane Austen. Vinita is practicing medication regularly. That means to indicate an action which is going on but not necessarily at the present time when we are talking. To indicate an action expected to take place in the near future. The school is going to organize, the school is organizing a field trip to Sariska, or we are going for a long time in the evening today. So to indicate an action expected to be done in the near future. So this is all about present continuous tense. Now difference between simple present and present continuous tense. Simple present tense describes usual, repeated and permanent things. As I told you, the universal truth, general facts and all these things. Example, always, usually, often, sometime, never, etc. Now, simple present continuous tense describe words like now, today, etc. These are the differences. Non-action verbs are mostly used in simple present tense. In simple present tense, non-action verbs mostly used. We can use it in present continuous tense only if we use any of these verbs to describe an action which we can begin or stop at will. For example, the following verbs are normally not used in present continuous tense. Verbs showing possession. Example, possess, own, belong, etc. Whose pen is this? This is my pen. So that shows possession. Verbs of feelings and emotion. Example, respect, admire, hate, like, desire, etc. Verbs of mental state and activity. Understand, suppose, imagine, etc. Verb of senses. Hear, smell, taste, etc. Some other verb. Depend, seem. So all these are not action words, right? Now, some verbs like think and feel can be both an action and a non-action verb. I think your suggestion is the best. I am thinking about your suggestion. Please switch off the fan. I am feeling cold. Mothers always feel good when their kids are raised. So now, present perfect tense. In present perfect tense, it indicates an action that has recently been completed. So you all know we have to put has or have plus past participle form of the verb. Past participle form of the verb means what? Run, run, ran. Run, ran, ran. Okay. So if the subject is singular, we have to use has. If the subject is plural, we have to use have. Then we have to use past participle form of the verb plus subject. If it comes in negative sentence, negative present perfect tense, then subject plus has or have plus not will come there. Then past participle form of the verb plus object. Now past participle form of verb means, for example, learn is present form learned, L-E-A-R-N-E-D, learned is past form. Now past participle form means learned, L-E-A-R-N-T. So that is past participle form of the verb. Now positive and positive interrogative. That question should be in positive manner. Has or have plus subject plus past participle form of the verb plus object. Aviral and Avni have. Why here have came? Because Aviral and Avni, they are plural, not singular subject, right? So have gone to school. Aviral and Avni have, then we have to put not to make it a negative sentence. Not gone or haven't gone to school. Now when we are asking a positive question, have Aviral and Avni gone to school? So this is present perfect tense. To indicate an action that has recently been completed. The teacher has checked the papers and distributed to the students. Reena has bought a doll for her daughter. To indicate an action which started in the past and continues or finished at the moment of speaking. Gaurav has lived in Bangalore for 15 years. The women have finished the assigned task of making bangles. To indicate a past event for which time is not mentioned but its effect if felt. The shops have closed due to a strike. I have made my lunch at 12:30 p.m. Okay, so this is all about verb.